Bean, 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 bean.
Doodling! Hello and welcome to Bean Doodling. I'm Kara Bean, your host, and today is Tag Team Tuesday. Are you ready? It's going to be so good. I'm so excited because it's a little different today. Today, my partner in tag teaming is going to be someone that lives very far away from me. I live here in Massachusetts, and he lives way, 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 way south in Miami, Florida. And his name is Neil Brideau, and he is an artist who makes comics and zines. He also runs a distribution company called Radiator Comics, and that means he sells comics, all kinds of comics and zines. And he also teaches kids in libraries and teaches cartooning and making comics. So he's very cool, and I miss him. He's very far away, and all of the comic book shows where we would get together and draw have been canceled. So this is the next best thing, and it really made me happy to be able to draw with Neil in this way. And I'm excited to share it with you because I hope it inspires you to draw and doodle with us. So Neil's going to kick this thing off. He's going to start the video in Miami. So we're going to pick it up with Neil and see what Neil has to say about doodling. And we're going to see where this drawing begins. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Neil Brideau, and I draw comics. And today I'm going to be doodling for Kara Bean. So here's my paper, here's my pencil. It's time to start doodling. There's no time to waste. And sometimes when I'm not sure what to doodle, I'll start with stars because I feel like there's a lot of really great energy in stars. And then also in circles or ovals. A lot of great energy in that. Right? It already feels like there's action happening. I like to doodle in when I'm on the bus. I like to doodle when I am bored. I also like to doodle when I'm listening. I like to artist talks or lectures. When I find myself in those situations, I often bring a notebook specifically to doodle and also to write down things that people say or artists people mention who I should look at. Let me put a little bunny rabbit up here. The great thing about doodling is there's no expectations. There's no wrong way to doodle. There isn't one specific right way to doodle. One of my favorite things to doodle is monsters. I love doodling strange creatures that only exist in my imagination. Sometimes they're scary and sometimes they're kind of funny looking. This one is going to be pretty funny looking, it seems. So the plan is, when I'm done with my doodles on this, I'm going to leave enough room so that Kara can also draw on here and add to the doodles. Whoa, that's a lot of legs, a lot of arms. That's okay. You be you, monster. Give it some polka dots. A few more stars. I can't wait to see what Kara does to this. And that could be a fun activity. You doodle on a piece of paper and then you pass the doodle around. What else about doodling? What's an important thing to know about doodling? I like keeping a sketchbook because then I can collect my doodles. One of the things that I think is really important too is like keeping in mind that no matter what mark you make, there's like value to that mark. It might look ugly to you or to other people, but like it's worth making those marks because you never know what's going to come out of them. And it might be something fun. It might be something boring. Like maybe you'll never draw anything like this again, but like I don't know what that is. But that's okay. It is what it is. It's doing its thing. You keep doing your thing, Doodle. All right. I think that's about it. Maybe I'll send this over to Kara, and she'll show you some doodles of her own. Thanks so much. Thank you.
So here we have Neil's drawing that I get to draw with. I'm using my iPad, and that's why you can't see my hand with the pencil. I've just recorded it on the iPad, but you can see I'm starting in the corner with a little bean because that's me, and I liked his reflection on stars, so I thought I want to draw a bunch of stars too. And then I kind of met his monster at the front of the page and wanted to create another kind of monster in a way. Well, his monster reminded me of caterpillars, which is something I like to draw. So I kind of made a crazy caterpillar, again playing with the star design, and then I kind of made a foreground line so those two characters were in the front, and I kept, messing with it and trying to shape him. It's like a big ball of clay that you're kind of shaping into a form. Added another bean on the back, looking up at the other bean, just hanging out on top of a caterpillar, thinking about life. That's what that bean's doing. And then just some fun doodly marks. You can get a lot with just swirls. I was trying to decide what to put in that area behind the monster, and I kept changing my mind. I thought, giraffe, no. Mountains, no. Moved back to the foreground. I added a glass, and I put a little stem with some leaves. I don't know why, just because it felt like fun. And he's given me this big billboard to put anything in, and I decide to play with it, and I come up with this portrait that I begin, and I just make this really long nose of this girl, and the nose comes right off of the billboard, and I shade her in and have fun just like filling up that rectangle because it's so prominent, and I plant a little bird right there because it feels like something should land on that nose. That just seems like a good idea. And I'm fussing. More stars, more flowers. What to put behind the billboard? Maybe this little weird guy. Looks sad. No, get rid of him. Change my mind. I drew a cowboy hat. And I made it into some kind of rabbit, maybe, or a dog. I'm not really sure. But this little character seemed fun, and the stars kind of reminded me of a body, so I made the body kind of inspired by all those stars I was doodling, copying Neil. And that's where his psyche kind of bled into my own. And then I've got more stars, and trying to think of what to do in the foreground because it feels kind of blank, and I come up with this little house, and it's not just a little house, I think it's going to be a bird house because we do have a bird in the picture, so that was another connection. And Neil and I both love the song Birdhouse in Your Soul by They Might Be Giants, so maybe that's why I put that in there too. Some more stars, and it's done.
Tag Team Tuesday! It's done! We did it! It was really fun. Thank you so much to Neil for kicking it off and doing a great job and giving me a playground to play in with my pencil and just have fun. It really felt good. And I hope that inspired some of you to draw with us today. Drawing makes you feel good. It really works. Take care, and take care of yourselves. Bye.